All right, so I just got out of the Doctor Strange Multiverse 2 movie, and it's a good movie, but it just has so many like follies where certain things that happen in this movie, you feel like, well, they could have done this, they could have done that. Why you didn't do this? Of course, the CGI is beautiful, the cinematography is beautiful. All that is really nice. It starts out pretty, quick right away at the beginning of the movie. Certain things happening, especially things that we saw in the trailer. But I feel like if you're not a true, like, watching these movies from, when it started, from all these years, and if you haven't watched the WandaVision TV show, you might miss a few things of why certain things are happening. It just felt, to me, it felt flat at certain times because you feel like, why are you not doing these certain things at certain times in the movie? Why are you not doing this? Of course, it has cameos in the movie, and those cameos are nice. I mean, it's fun to see. But, I mean, it doesn't give any kind of levity to the movie. As you watch, you know that this is multiverse, so they jump into different type of universes, but they never, you would think that you would see more, but honestly, you don't see as much. You want to see more, but not as much. And you just feel like certain things that happen, it just felt like, why? The pacing's okay. Now, like, you do have action. You do have a lot of action. You do have certain things happening. You do have, what I would say gore from a PG-13 movie. You have gore, not nasty gore, but gore enough. It's like, oh wow, they went there. You probably have one or two maybe jump scares. I feel like there were jump scares, but nothing heavy enough to go make you jump out your seat. Now make you may flinch a little bit, but no. People saying they don't take their kids, honestly, I think my kid 10, 11, they probably would chuckle at certain things that you think they were scary, because sometimes some things are scary, but it depends on your child, honestly. But, I wouldn't take a 5-year-old, 6-year-old to this movie, of course. But other than that, this is not, it's not exciting as the Spider movie was. It was fun, but I felt you don't see enough in this movie. It don't give you enough to feel like, oh, this was dire. They made it try to feel like it was a dire, but you just felt like there were so many other opportunities that you could have done, and like, why? And in certain parts of this movie, you're like, why they're doing this? Why are you waiting? Things like that. Also, the music, it was okay, but the music didn't give enough to make you feel like, ooh. Now, there's one scene in the movie, I think my opinion is going to be more for the nerds of the music. When it happens and when it hits, you're like, oh. But other than that, it's nothing memorable. Danny Elfman did this, and, it was okay. You do get mixture of other music from other movies, and if you're not a true movie person, you might not know. So I felt like the music could have been better. The music could have been more heavy at certain moments, could give it more levity. But at certain times as things happen, the music just made it feel flat. I didn't like that. I just felt like, oh, okay. But no, I just felt like the music was up and down. Certain things happened in the movie. I felt like they could have done, like I said, the CGI, the action was good. I like seeing that. Keep bringing us that. That was really good. Wanda's a badass in this movie. Doctor Strange, honestly, he gets his ass whooped a lot of times, but that doesn't demean him at all. It just shows that he really needs to get his ass straight and really do what he needs to be doing to really, become that, powerful social supreme, which, we know he's not. But what I'm saying is that, he could be better. Honestly, he could be better, So all in all, this is a good movie. Maybe watch it again to see certain Easter eggs, but it was okay. It's an okay movie. Out of a 10, I'd probably give this movie a 7, maybe a 7. I give it a 7. To me, it's not an A. It's not an A, or not a, it's not up there. It's a okay movie. The action's okay. I just thought they could have done a lot of things differently. But, other than that, it's a fun movie. It's fun. It's good to see it. The Marvel fans are they're gonna like it for certain things that's happened in the movie. I'm a Marvel fan. I mean, I'm a fan of the movies, of course, but I still go into this to be shocked. I still go into this to give me a good story. I go to this to give me something to be memorable. I go to these to get goosebumps, and I didn't get none of that at all. It's not from nothing being spoiled. I just felt like it could have been more heavier. Maybe the right music, maybe the right way that they could present it itself. Maybe not leaving so many holes in this movie to know that they could have done certain things to fix the situation or resolve it. And that's like, oh, to resolve the issue, it just took this one thing to turn this person around. And okay, no, I felt lazy. I was like, I'll just put this in there. So a lot of times I felt it was lazy. It could have been better. It's not horrible, but it has a lot of issues. A lot of fanfare in this movie, of course. But the average movie person would go to this movie, they'd be like, "What's going on?" I'm like, okay, it was not enough to make you feel like these are dire times, and it wasn't. But I don't know. Like I said, I give a movie a 7. So many issues, so many plot holes. If you go see it, I think you'll enjoy it. You'll have fun with it, but you're gonna be questioning like, some things could happen. The post-credit scene, unless you're a Marvel person, you're not gonna know who the post-credit person is. If you're a Marvel nerd, I mean, you're gonna know who it is. And the last post-credit scene, unless you're a fan of that person, it's really short. It's like 5 seconds, but it doesn't move so long. It doesn't push you forward. It really harkens back to a scene in the movie that something happened, and it closes that scene out at the end, the last post-credit scene. But it's nothing that in my opinion, you don't need to watch. So don't wait. But other than that, like I said, I give it a 7. Not a perfect movie. A lot of plot holes. Good action. Decent pacing. I give it that. Slow at some times. Probably in the middle got really slow. But other than that, it was okay. The action kept it going. I liked it. The action made this movie push forward. But if it wasn't a lot of action, I felt like it wouldn't have gave it a 7 like I give it now. But it's okay. I might change my mind if I think about it more. But other than that, it's all right. Go see it. If you're a true Marvel fan, you will like it. If you're an action movie person, you might not care too much for it. But I think it's an okay movie. 7. Other than that, it's all right. Peace.